The air was crisp and clean. I stood at the edge of a vast wilderness. Mountains stretched far, touching the sky. No roads, no buildings, no noise of the city, just the raw, untamed beauty of nature. This is where I feel most alive. This is where the real adventure begins. Far from everything, yet closer to what truly matters. It's a powerful call, this call of the wild. Many people wonder why I seek these remote places. The answer is simple. It's a test, a way to connect with something ancient. The modern world can be loud and distracting. Out here the distractions fall away. What remains is you in the wilderness. It's a primal need, this connection. The journey into the wild is always an unknown. You can plan and prepare, but nature always has surprises. That's part of the thrill, the challenge. It pushes you, it makes you dig deep. You find strength you never knew you had. This is not just about survival, it's about thriving. It's about finding that peace that only solitude and nature can bring. Because in the heart of the wild you find more than just beautiful views. You find yourself. Preparing for a solo trip is very different. When you're with a team, you share the load and responsibility, but when you go solo, it's all on you. Every single piece of equipment, every decision. You are your own rescue team. Your backpack becomes your lifeline. Every item must have a purpose, often multiple purposes. A good knife, fire starting kit, shelter, water purification, navigation tools. These are not luxuries, they are essentials. You must check everything twice. A forgotten item or broken gear can mean serious trouble. Weight is also critical. Too much, and it slows you down. Too little, and you might be unprepared. But solo preparation isn't just about the physical gear. Your mind is your most important tool. You need mental toughness. You need to be resourceful. You need to stay calm under pressure. Before I even pack my bag, I prepare my mind. I think through scenarios. What if I get lost? What if the weather turns? This mental rehearsal is vital. It builds confidence. Trust in your skills is paramount, and trust in your instincts. Nature often speaks in whispers. You need to be able to hear them. This comes from experience. It comes from respect for the wild. Group camping is fun, it's social. But solo camping is a deeper journey. It's about self-reliance. It's about proving to yourself that you can handle it. The sun began to dip below the horizon. The colors in the sky were incredible. Fiery oranges, deep purples. I found a good spot to make camp, a small clearing sheltered by ancient trees. As darkness fell, a profound silence descended. It was different from city silence. This was a deep, ancient quiet. At first it can feel a little unnerving, then slowly you start to hear the true sounds of the wild, the rustle of leaves, the distant call of an owl, the crackle of your small campfire. These sounds are not threatening, they are part of the wild symphony. The initial feeling of being utterly alone starts to shift. It's no longer about loneliness, it's about solitude, a peaceful, powerful solitude. I remember sitting by my fire that first night. The flames danced, they cast flickering shadows on the trees. Above me, the sky was a blanket of stars. More stars than you could ever imagine seeing in a city. It was humbling, it made me feel small, but in a good way. Connected to something immense, something timeless. In today's world we are always connected. Phones buzzing, emails pinging, social media scrolling, but out here, in the deep wilderness there is no signal, no Wi-Fi, no charging points, and that is a huge blessing. Disconnecting from technology is one of the greatest gifts of solo camping. It's a forced detox, a necessary reset for the mind. When you put down your devices, something amazing happens. Your senses wake up, you start to notice the world around you. Really notice it. The intricate patterns on a leaf, the way the light filters through the trees, the smell of damp earth after rain. These are the things we miss when our faces are buried in screens. Nature's details are incredible, they are all around us. Reconnecting with the natural world is powerful. You feel the ground beneath your feet. You breathe fresh, clean air. You drink water from a clear stream, after purifying it, of course. This physical connection is grounding. It reminds you of what's real. The digital world, with all its noise and demands, feels a million miles away. And that's a good thing. This is nature's signal. It's strong, it's clear, it doesn't need Wi-Fi. The wilderness is always talking. You just need to learn its language. It speaks in subtle signs. A bent twig here, a faint track in the mud there, the way the birds suddenly go silent. These are all messages, clues about what's happening around you. When you're solo, Paying attention to these whispers is not just interesting, it can be crucial for your safety and survival. I always take time to observe, to sit quietly and just watch, and listen. What animals have passed by? Are they predator or prey? What plants are growing nearby? Are any of them edible or medicinal? This is ancient knowledge. Our ancestors lived by it. We've forgotten so much of it in our comfortable modern lives. But out here, it all comes flooding back. It feels right. Patience is key. Nature doesn't rush, it moves at its own pace. If you try to force things, you'll miss the important details. By being still, by being observant, you become part of the environment. Not just an intruder passing through. You start to understand the rhythms of the forest, the ebb and flow of life. It's a deep, respectful connection. This skill of listening to the woods, of reading its signs, is incredibly rewarding. It makes you feel more alive, more aware. It's like unlocking a secret code. Suddenly, the forest is not just a collection of trees, it's a living, breathing community, and you are a part of it. No solo adventure is without its challenges. That's the nature of the wild. It's unpredictable, and that's what makes you grow. I remember one trip in the high mountains. The weather forecast was clear, but a storm rolled in, fast, vicious. The wind howled like a banshee. Rain turned to sleet, then snow. My small tent was battered. I had to work hard to secure it. Another time, I was following a river. The map showed a simple crossing point, but heavy rains upstream had turned the river into a raging torrent. It was too dangerous to cross. I had to backtrack for miles, find a safer way. It was frustrating. It cost me time. But impatience in the wild can be deadly. You have to adapt. You have to make smart decisions. Sometimes the challenge is internal. The feeling of being truly alone can be intense, especially at night. Every snap of a twig sounds like a threat. Your imagination can run wild. I've had moments where I had to consciously calm my mind, focus on my breathing, remind myself of my training, my skills. It's about mastering fear, not letting it control you. But overcoming these trials is what builds true character. Solo camping strips away all the externals. There's no one to impress, no one to rely on but yourself. This solitude is a powerful crucible. It forges inner strength. It reveals who you truly are when everything else is taken away. At first, the quiet can be deafening. The lack of distraction can make you face thoughts and feelings you normally push aside. This can be uncomfortable. But as you spend more time alone with nature, something shifts. You start to find comfort in the silence. You begin to trust your own judgment, your own abilities. Small victories like starting a fire in damp conditions or navigating successfully through dense terrain build your confidence. These aren't just practical skills, they are affirmations of your capability, your resilience. One of the biggest fears people have about solo camping is the fear of being alone, the fear of what might happen. But facing that fear head-on is incredibly empowering when you realize you can manage, that you can solve problems, that you can be content with your own company. That fear diminishes. It's replaced by a quiet self-assurance, a deep-seated belief in yourself. This inner strength is something you carry back with you, long after the trip is over. Solo camping teaches you that you are stronger than you think. The wilderness is a harsh teacher, but its lessons are invaluable. They are simple, profound, and they stay with you. You learn humility. You are small against the vastness of nature, its power, its indifference. This isn't a bad thing. It puts things in perspective. It teaches respect for the mountains, the forest, the weather, for life itself. You also learn the value of simplicity. In the wild, you carry only what you need: food, water, shelter, warmth. These basic things become incredibly precious. You realize how little you actually require to be content. All the clutter of modern life fades away, replaced by an appreciation for the essential. Nature teaches resourcefulness. When something breaks, you fix it. When you face an obstacle, you find a way around it, or through it. There's no giving up. You learn to think creatively, to use what you have, to adapt. These skills serve you well in any situation, not just in the wild, but back in the so-called civilized world too. It builds a can-do attitude. Perhaps the most important lesson is about connection. Connection to the earth, to the natural rhythms of life, and connection to yourself. The wilderness strips away the masks we wear. It shows you your true self. It helps you find a quiet center within, a place of peace. These lessons from the wild help you navigate the wilderness within your own heart. They are life's real lessons. Stepping out of your comfort zone is where life truly begins. Discover what you're capable of. Solo camping might seem daunting, it requires preparation and respect for nature, but the rewards are immeasurable. The peace, the self-discovery, the sheer adventure of it all. Listen to that whisper of curiosity. Start small if you need to, a local woodland, a nearby trail. Take that first step. Learn the skills. Build your confidence. The wilderness is for anyone willing to embrace it with an open heart. You will find a sense of freedom out there, a connection to something ancient and powerful. You will face challenges, but you will overcome them, and find a strength within yourself that you never knew existed. The wild is waiting. It has so much to teach you, about the world and about yourself. Pack your bag, prepare your mind, and step into your own adventure. Your adventure awaits. Go for it. The wild is calling. Will you answer?